Hello and welcome to a moment of quiet where we'll draw some cards and receive messages about how we can connect with nature today. The intention is that this message will come to you at the right time when it's helpful to you so that we may connect better with our communities and connect better with our earth and nature for peace. Today is another super windy day. I think the highs of the temperatures in the high 20s Fahrenheit. Oh, it's very cold outside, and I've been hearing all the sound of just things blowing all morning. Now we ask for creative all things to be with us, Great Mother and spirits of this place to come forth with helpful and loving messages to help us. We got tree, we got stone, then night. Look at the bunnies cuddled together. Okay, I do enjoy it when we got some more of the feelings of elementals with tree and stone here. That's sometimes a cue for us to look at the really simple things, because especially for those of us who live in cities, sometimes nature feels far away because it's not immersive. We're surrounded by more buildings and man-made noises than sounds and sights of nature. And this is when we really appreciate each individual life, each individual being. They are there, they're living their lives, and just because they're not surrounded in abundance and masculinity, they are still beings that have their value and is representing. They're representing what often what we seek, and it is much easier when you're surrounded by a whole forest and you're just standing on the sidewalk next to one single tree. But I think just like how meditation is not very it's not very intuitive, and it's actually a type of work and effort where you're twisting, you're shifting your habits a little more. Appreciating something little may require a little bit of more mental focus and trying out different way of perceiving things around us, and that means quieting down or really gazing at one small thing, one small moment. And that's where the magic changes. That's where a shift in perspective comes. Just as when I'm busy and I'm thinking about meditation, it feels like just sitting there and nothing about my life is gonna change. Why would I spend the time to do that? But if I actually do set my timer to just 5 minutes and try to quiet, and then the shift does happen and a little bit of magic comes through. And that's how we recognize our perceptions. Our mind can be so powerful when we make a decision to try and see something and experience something different. And similarly, if we bring that into the longer nights that we have right now during this reading, it is winter. We're heading towards winter solstice, and that's the duality of nights and darkness. It is when life might not be the easiest or most convenient, and that is when we try to do things to counter that, spending time together, bringing more lights, changing our routines so that we can feel find a little bit more joy, even if the darkness might be limiting to our activities sometimes. And so it feels like the theme of today is to find where there is resistance, and that resistance is stopping you from enjoying things that you think that you would enjoy. And if we expect that to be super easy, then we get disappointed and don't do those things. But if we're ready for, let's say, trying out something for 3 times, that could be even something like baking cookies or putting up Christmas decorations. For me, those are super fun things, but it's actually easy for me to come at a mental barrier and say, oh, this is gonna create some mess first, or it's not gonna come out right the first time, and it stops me from trying it. But if I practice it for 3 times, then probably throughout those times things will get better, or I get to enjoy some of the things that I think would happen. And so again, messages messages around the winter time. I do appreciate that even when it's the holidays and things, we're looking forward to the really beautiful moments of love and joy and cherishment. There still are things in our lives that we have to learn to navigate around, and that's not to say our life is not in order. It's just part of the process to experience more. And I think that is the message that we have today. Thank you, Creator. Thank you, Goddess, and thank you, spirits of this place. May we coexist in harmony with love and in peace.